Hi and welcome. I'm John and this is Unique Wargaming. Guys, welcome back. For everyone that's new, this is the Monday painting video. What is the Monday painting video? What's it all about? Well, the Monday painting video is essentially a pile of shame painting video, but the model or models in question are voted by you guys, my viewers. From last week's Weekly Wednesday, which is a weekly Q&A, in that video, I show you guys a host of models and you guys vote on what you want me to paint for this Monday's painting video. In the event of a tie, I do a dice roll. So for all my regulars here, guys, I feel love. Thank you very much. I'll see you in a minute. Right, so there was a vote cast for any of the Marvel Crisis Protocol guys. So I'll just put Captain America here for the minute. Any of the Necron guys, any of the Tyranids, the Jackals, and Val. So the way I'm going to do this, if the Marvel Crisis guy wins, the dice roll, I'll do another dice roll because it's only him and Omega Red. If one of the Necrons win, again, I will divvy him up and roll again. Same with the Nids. If the Jackals or Val win, then, that's what it is. Right, so 1 is Marvel, 2 is Necron, 3 is Nids, 4 is Jackals, 5 is Val. If I roll a 6, I'll re-roll it. 2 on the Necron guys. Right, so there are 5 Necron guys here again. So I'll roll the dice again. 1 is Leech Guard, 2 is Necron Destroyers, 3 is the Necron Destroyer Lord, 4 is Translocation Overlord Translocation Shroud, and 5 is the Doomstalker. If I roll a 6, then I'll re-roll. The 2, so 2-2. So it's going to be Necron Destroyers. Right, so something to note first of all. This guy, or models from this unit, they come on some sort of mad flying base, but it's a big flying base for the actual model itself. And I didn't like that look, so what I did was, I think this is a 50mm base. I cut a piece of clear pen and hot glued it underneath them and glued onto the base here. It should be relatively 90% fine. And I put them on a 50mm base because I think the base I was on, or the flying stand that was on, is a tiny little flying stand, a big massive base. And it made no sense to me because here's the base for the Venom. Okay, so look at the size difference. And their base was meant to be massive. No, I don't like the idea of that. So that's why I did that with them. So some people look and go, hold on, that's on a weird size base. As far as I'm concerned, with these guys, they are not close combat experts. You do not want to get them to close combat. You want them to whiz forward, take some shots, do a secondary or hold an objective for a turn or so and move back away from it, as enemy comes in. Which, it's a 50mm base is fine. I think their flying stand is 60mm or 70mm, something like that. I did have it floating around here. Let's have a look, see if I can find it. I can't see it. But anyway, and I actually have 18 of these guys. So I'm not going to paint them all on camera. I'm going to do one and then put myself under pressure to get the rest of them done off camera. They have featured for me in their battle report, and I do actually think they were quite tasty, but I think they're like 30 points each, I think now, something like that. But anyway, and the others, I think only some of them are based in gravel. The rest of them I need to modify the flying stand to put them onto a base. So with that said, the first colour I'm going to start with is some polished blue. This is my Necron colour. It's all my Necrons. Now this is a very old paint, so if you don't have this colour, you could go with like a lead belcher, and then when they're dry, come in with like a blue, like a light blue, Calidor Sky maybe, or you could take lead belcher and say Calidor Sky and mix it on the wet palette, so it gives you the metallic-y blue. And the first thing I'm going to do is get his carapace and his shoulder bits. Because all my Necrons have the shoulder bits done, and the carapace, if they're like this, like a mounted unit. This is an amazing blue because when you put it on, it's blue, and then as it shades off, it goes to like a silvery colour, but it still has the blue tint onto it. So I'm going to crack on with the rest of that. Right, so I saw these two close by, so I said I'd grab those and wax some blue on them as well. These two are very, very, they're a little bit loose on their flying stand, so I might need to address that afterwards. One thing I forgot about these guys, they're actually unit size 1 to 3, sorry, 1 to 6. So you could have one model in the unit, which is another reason, you know, if you're starting Necrons, it's a good reason to get these guys, because you can have one model on the table and he can move forward and start doing secondaries and everything else. So the next colour I'm going to go with is some Rune Lord Brass. Those of you who've never seen my Necron painting videos, I do like having a nice metallic palette on for them. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get all of his chest piece, his arms. I've watered down too much, I think. I have to have 2 thin coats on this guy. Get his spine as well. He's not a big, mad, important like character or nothing like that, so it doesn't really matter if he looks close to an old Necron warrior, because that's pretty much what he is. It's a mobile Necron warrior with a big, massive Gauss cannon. It's actually Gauss blasters, I think. Definitely watered that down too much on the wet palette. Anyway, I'm going to crack on with the rest of him. Okay, so next I'm going to come in with some Youth and Grey, and this is just going to be something very simple. Let's get it into all of this space here. This is where the power comes through for the Gauss weapon. And walk this right down, really, really right down. So I'm going to get into all those little nooks and crannies. Now, with that done, I'm actually going to come in with some Dead Belcher. This is a very simple thing I'm going to do. When I paint my models for when it's new, I don't want to go nuts on the weapon. I want the model to stand out more than the weapon. So I always try and do my weapon as simple as possible. So the first thing I'm going to do, let's get the tubing a little brush down. To make it stand out a little bit more. And give it back of his here a little brush down. You've got to remember as well, it's also basic. It's a basic troop type. He's not battle line, but he is just basic mounted Necron warrior, basically, with a big blaster / cannon. Now this little bit of back here, I'm just going to dry brush it along. Well, not dry brush it, but I'm just going to brush it along because I want to give it that little patterned effect. So there's wire there. wide underneath. I don't know if I should do the end of his weapon now or not. I don't think I should really. That part, the barrel part. But I don't think I should get these bits here. I should leave them as is. Next, what I'm going to do, come in with corn red. This is one very simple step. By knocking the camera, he has a lens port there. And let's paint it, stand it out. Now I might need to give it a couple of coats. I'll leave one to dry and then come through another one. So already that looks menacing. What I'm going to do next, I don't think I'm going to need very many colours for this guy, to be honest with you. I'm not going to highlight the metallics like I would normally do, like I have done, sorry, in the past. Some of the bigger things like Locust Heavy Destroyers and Spiders and all sorts of stuff. I'm going to come in with some Retribute armor. Again, this is one very simple step, very simple, easy step. He has a little chest piece there, so I'm going to get gold. That's what I've done too much, I think. And what I could do, I suppose, a little bit here. Just breaks it up a little bit, but I don't know. I don't really know what to do with that weapon. This is quite a big. So I don't want to go too mad on this guy, like really work away with some bronze and this and that on the weapon. Because one, I don't want to take away from the model. Two, I have another, after this guy, these two and another 15 as well. So I don't want to spend hours upon hours just doing, you know, one little bit of work on the weapon when I can just do it simple. And then they're quick and easy to do. Not only that, I don't really like I said before, I don't really like going too crazy on weapons. That if you're talking something like Lightning Claws for Terminator, or Lionel Johnson's blade, or you know something that's very like standout-y type thing, then I might go a little bit extra, but not too crazy on it. But the likes of bolt guns and blasters, and I don't see the point of, even with the Death Guard, like the blight launchers and the spewers, and even on the floated bloat drones, I didn't go crazy on weapons. It's just, I don't see the point of it. Anyway, me waffling on too much there. Now I'm going to, what am I going to do now? See, I want to give this another go. As you can see, I really spilt a lot of it. Someone said to me, I need to put a little metal ball next. I didn't shake it up enough. So it looks like it's settled there. This is Tesseract Glow. This is meant to be like really the go-to, but I don't think it's shook up enough. Right, I'm going to leave it dry for a minute. Decide where I'm going to come in with this. Okay, if I did, then I'm going to go across the top of where I've done youth and grey. I don't know though, because I do have my own little mixture that I use. But anyway, I'm going to give this a few minutes to dry. No, screw it. I'm going to go Tesseract Glow. I've given it a massive shake up. As you can see, it's a total difference to what it was a minute ago. It even looks different. Now this is a technical paint, for those that want to know. And I should just be able to apply it pretty much like a wash. So I'm going to slap it on, see how we work out. Says I'm not a big lover of it. Doesn't mean it's not good. Just it could possibly mean that I'm not doing it right. want to overspill a little bit to give it like the glow effect. Like it's charged. I mean, I'm not a big lover of that. I'll leave it to dry and see what it looks like. But what I would have done is come in with some moot green, really water it down on my wet palette, slap it on the same way, and then when it's dry, I come with some white scars and I water that down really well. And what I do is I drop it into those little circle bits, so it just stands out. But we'll give that a few minutes and see how it looks. And I'll come back to you again. Right, looking at this guy, he's pretty much done. I think the weapon's missing something. I'm not 100% sure. Give you a little quick round of him. He's very razy, very nice. I think the gun's missing something. I'm still not sold on Tesseract Glow. So what I've decided to do, as I have the other two guys here, what I've done here is, this guy's just youth and grey, okay? He's going to be done with the moot green and then the white. This guy is youth and grey, and he's had a white scars slapped over the top of him. There's white scars, okay? Now I'm going to put Tesseract Glow on top of this one. So I said youth and grey and white scars, and then Tesseract Glow. I'm going to do that and then see how it looks, and I'll show you how to do the moot green with this guy and the white scars. And I'm going to do this off camera, this one here, because I don't need to show you this again. I've just done that. Right, so this is the first one with just Tesseract Glow over top of the youth and grey. This one has the white on it, on top of the youth and grey, and then the it seems to look a bit better. Maybe I am doing it wrong. Maybe I should give it a couple of coats of white scars and then do that. But I'm going to show you the last way the way that I normally do it. So I'm going to come with some moot green, and I'll water this down, so it's really watered down on the wet palette. And slap it in there. Because I water it down, it doesn't take long to dry at all. I want to cover all that youth and grey. Even if I've overspilled with youth and grey on purpose, I still want to get that as well. Yeah, leave that for a minute or two to dry. Right, so now I'm going to come in with the white scars. Again, I water this right down. And here's what I want to do. I'm just aiming for dropping it in. Dropping it into those little bits. The moot green still seems a little bit wet. I've got a tough bit of white scars there, and it's just sort of just stuck a little bit. You can see that bit at the top there, it's just annoying me, but this is a layer paint, so it will dull itself down. I'm going to do this side. Where I water it down, it should flow. The aim is to try and make it flow into those little nooks and crannies. I'm going to leave that to dry for a few minutes, apart from that little mess up on the top there. And I'll come back and I'll show you each one, and you guys can let me know what you think. Like I said, everyone that's new to the channel, seeing this for the first time, usually I take it to Battle Ready Standard, and then I take it beyond. I don't feel these guys need it. The only thing I think I would do to take them beyond Battle Ready Standard would be to take the blue and some white scars, mix them together on a white palette, and this edge highlight the blue. That's really about it. Now, your opinion is needed now, guys. So this is just Youth and Grey and then Tesseract Glow. Okay, I'm not a big fan of that, but then I think I'm doing it wrong. This is Youth and Grey, White Scars, and then Tesseract Glow, which looks cool to me, but I don't know if I should give it a second coat of White Scars. Yeah, because it does look pretty cool. So I've got all the little grooves there, which is nice. I'm going to ignore the bit on top. But this is the other. This is Youth and Grey, Moot Green, then White Scars. That's the way I normally do it. But see, the only thing different here, what I do is as I put it out now, I'd leave it for maybe half an hour or so, then come back in with some White Scars and just try it again. So these two are my two favourite ones. Yeah, this is the Youth and Grey, White Scars, and then Tesseract Glow, and this is Youth and Grey, Moot Green, then White Scars. You guys tell me what you think. But here is the finished one. I do like the red eye. It does really stand out nicely. So I'm not too happy with that. It doesn't really stand out. It looks very dull. But no, it's Necron weapons is a difficult thing to get a correct recipe for. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching. A massive thank you to everyone who voted. You know, it's nice when loads of different models are getting voted on. If you're new to the channel, seeing this for the first time, hit the subscribe button because it costs you absolutely nothing. Turn your notifications on so you don't miss anything. Everyone smash the thumbs up button so it triggers YouTube to share this video with more and more people, which makes this amazing community of you guys grow even more. If you want to come in for a vote for next Monday's painting video, then tune in this Wednesday for this Wednesday's weekly Wednesday video. You'll see models in there you can vote on. There'll be no Necrons on it this week because Necrons won this week. Well, one last week for this week, so there'll be no Necrons in Wednesday's video. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you for voting. Hit the buttons for me. Let me know what you think. Which one you think is because bear in mind I need to try and be able to reproduce it on a scale that's quick and easy, you know, because painting 40 Necron warriors this way, it was very tedious, and there's another 20 for me to do. But it's not just Necron warriors, there are other units and other models with the same sort of, you know, Necron energy weapons. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Until next time, take it easy.